Welcome back to the channel. I hope you better understand supply chain planning. Today we're talking about qualitative forecasts. Qualitative forecasting methods in supply chain planning are techniques used to predict future demand, sales, or other relevant variables based on external judgment, market research, and other non-numerical data. Emphasis on non-numerical data. These methods rely on the experiences, intuitions, and the knowledges of the professionals rather than historical data and statistical analysis. There are several commonly used methods in qualitative forecasts, including the use of expert opinion. This method involves gathering insights from experts in the field, such as sales representatives, market analysis, and senior management. These experts provide their educated guesses about future demand based on their knowledge of the market, customers, and industry trends. There's also the Delphi method. This is a structured approach to gathering expert opinions. It involves a panel of experts who anonymously answer questionnaires about future demand in multiple rounds. After each round, the responses are summarized and shared with the panel, allowing them to revise their answers based on the collective feedback. This process continues until a consensus is reached. Market research is also commonly used. This method involves collecting data from customers, potential customers, and other stakeholders through surveys, focus groups, and interviews. The aim is to gather insights into customer preferences, buying behaviors, and future demand trends. There are also sales force composites. In this method, sales representatives provide their individual forecasts for their respective territories or product lines. These forecasts are then aggregated to create an overall forecast for the company. This method leverages the sales team's close contact with customers and their understanding of local market conditions. And finally, there are scenario plannings. This technique involves creating multiple plausible and hypothetical future scenarios based on different assumptions about key variables, such as economic conditions, technological advancements, or competitor actions. Supply chain planners then develop contingency plans for each scenario to ensure that the organization can adapt to different possible outcomes. Qualitative forecasts are particularly useful when historical data is limited or unavailable, such as when launching a new product or entering a new market, as well as when the market is highly dynamic or influenced by external factors which are difficult to quantify, such as fashion trends or technological disruptions. Generative AI is a recent example of this. And it's also useful when the forecast horizon is long-term, which will make it challenging to rely solely on historical data. However, qualitative methods does have some limitations. They are subjective and prone to biases, as they rely on human judgments and opinions, and they may not be as accurate as quantitative methods, especially for short-term forecasts or stable markets. And finally, they can be time-consuming and resource-intensive, as they require gathering and synthesizing information from multiple sources.